what has happened to Elon Musk. You know, he was a hero in 2024, helping Trump and Trump's, win the presidency and supporting him, and many of the MAGA movement Trump supporters were becoming quite happy with Elon Musk, the work that he's doing. But it seems like he's undone a lot of that work, or at least for some, in recent weeks. Is Elon Musk under certain pressure, or is it just becoming clear many of these that we thought were independent and really wanted to defeat the globalist cabal are simply owned by the opposing faction? The cabal, the Zionist cabal. We had the globalist cabal and we had the Zionist cabal. The globalist cabal are the left-wing nutcases, the woke brigade, the World Economic Forum, the George Soros, the Bill Gates, these nutters, psychopaths that want to create a one-world government, which is a communistic government, and reshape the world in their image. But on the opposing faction, the warring factions of these global elites, is the Zionist cabal. The Zionist cabal wants the Greater Israel Project, is the front man is Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, that lies continually to get America to fight Israel wars. They're behind funding Hamas. Why did they fund Hamas? Why did they fund ISIS? He even stated in his words, to achieve Israel's political objectives, which is basically the Greater Israel Project, which is to genocide most of all its neighbors, which has been doing, obviously Gaza, but we're not allowed to call it a genocide because on X, we shall be banned or demonetized, as has happened recently on X. In the last 3 weeks, Elon Musk has gone from being a hero to perhaps being this, where instead of you'll own nothing and be happy being the WEF globalist cabal nonsense agenda, to you'll say nothing and be happy, it appears. Elon Musk now is saying that, well, we're just changing, basically he said this about he started when some people opposed his view on the HN1 immigration visa issue in America, which is basically where the tech industries want to be able to continue to mass immigration, but of particularly Indians who are very good in tech. And Elon Musk's response was, you could say, certainly over the top, basically take a big step back and go fuck yourself in the face. Probably not what he probably should have said on his own platform, but he could have said, look, I really are passionate about this because obviously I'm a tech entrepreneur. We need Indian immigration to America, but at least, consider the other point of view, especially when immigration is one of the big platforms Trump was elected on of anti-immigration as well. So, I mean, is he under pressure? Well, to say that, then he's come out and said this. Shortly after, the algorithm will tweak itself. Basically, we're making changes. Our goal is there's too much negativity being pushed on X, and this is unregretted user time. Well, who's pushing negativity? You're telling your users to go fuck themselves in the face. Elon, maybe you are the negative one, but are you under pressure? Why? But that was just the start of it. Then X has gone about deleting, and not just deleting, but shadow banning and demonetizing, leading some of the biggest users on X that's just so happen to be anti-Israel and criticizing Israel. I know for myself, I've been heavily shadow banned on X, that even though the occasional tweet might go up to 500,000 or million, or I think 2 million is about the largest reach we've been able to reach on Twitter, but then we'll go back to only getting 1,000 people be able to see, and many people who complain they simply don't see our posts. But we're used to being shadow banned. We were, obviously had a disagreement with Mark Zuckerberg, even though I hosted his sister in 2012, etc. And he basically doesn't like what I had to say. It was not him; it's logarithms that they created to delete me completely off Instagram and Facebook with the censorship for speaking out and warning people the COVID vaccines will not be safe, effective, and necessary, and COVID is a fraud, is a falsified pandemic. Of course, it turned out we were right; they were wrong. But that was considered misinformation. So we'll delete it completely. And to this day, you can't find me on Instagram or Facebook because Zuckerberg doesn't want to allow that. But they say they're going to reduce, Meta's now coming saying they're going to reduce their censorship. But X is going, where it's meant to be a free speech platform, that is starting to censor again. So Elon Musk is losing a lot of support. Is that because he is controlled by the Zionist cabal? He's friends with Netanyahu, and he did speak out against the ADF some of the Jewish lobbying some time ago, then he was quickly handled by Netanyahu and propaganda to and said, oh, you need to believe in this particular Holocaust, the Jewish Holocaust, and all these Jews died, 6 million Jews died, and you need to feel sorry for us, and you do as we say. So it looks like it's becoming pretty obvious Elon Musk is a Zionist or controlled by the Zionist cabal. The question we talked about for 2025, the biggest question I think many of us have, including myself, is what about Donald Trump? Will Donald Trump own Netanyahu's ass, or will Israel and Netanyahu own his ass? Well, obviously, we shared in the last episode a video by Jeffrey Sachs, which Donald Trump posted on his Truth Social platform just a few days ago, where Jeffrey Sachs, who is Jewish, by the way, a professor, who explains the Greater Israel Project and what Israel's really been after, getting America to fight all Israeli wars, and many Americans are figuring that out now, and basically called Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, a dark son of a bitch, and he's responsible for these wars and must effectively be stopped. And Trump reposted that, so that's interesting. So who knows what's going to happen in 2025, but certainly Elon Musk is not off to a good start. What else is happening?